Hey folks, Rob here. Got another product here we're going to take a look at. This was sent over to us by the good people at Pridefend. You know, I have a lot of Pridefend stuff. They've supplied the channel with a lot of stuff in the past, and it's always been pretty good stuff. I mean, I have some of their little rest and things of that nature, and it's always been good stuff. This is something new, and I've had this a little while. I'm behind. So what we have here is a Pridefend. This is a for your tactical vest. This is a tactical vest hanger, wall rack, whatever you want to call it. It's made of some pretty heavy duty steel, so it's not a lightweight unit. I'm gonna lay it right here, and it tells you you got your framework, your vest hanger, square wood base, J-hooks, flathead, Allen key, and wrenches. So everything's in there that you are supposed to need to put this together. And so I think that's what we're going to try and do. Alright. So let me make sure you can see what I'm doing here, because I'm having to do this at the kitchen table, and it's kind of an odd angle. So, alright, let's see what our instructions say to do. Well, fix the square wood base to the side of the steel frame with the flathead screws. So, it looks like this would mount. Oh, go like that? No, that would make no sense. Go like this. But it doesn't show the, yeah, it does. Okay, so we got some flathead screws. Now I hope I'm staying in frame. Here's all of our tools and our parts. So, flathead screws. And these are an Allen key. So, I'll turn you around here so maybe you can see this. It's a little bit dark in here. So. Let's see. Do the flatheads go through from this side? Yeah, it looks like they go through from this side because they thread in there. Okay, so we're going to put them in through here. They're pretty tight. Yeah, it's definitely tight. So insert one. We're just going to start this one. Get it started, and we'll put another one in. May have to have. Well, here the audio messed up on me, and I'm installing this, but I'm actually putting it on backwards, and I don't really realize it until I've already put it on backwards. The instructions, the pictures, although they're in full color, they're not very detailed. So I put it on backwards, and then I realized my mistake. And of course, if you guys buy one of these, you can learn from my mistake. The little pegs there that you'd hang something off of actually go toward the inside. The plate I'm tightening on right there is actually what mounts to the wall. So you would mount that piece first, and then it would actually be easier if you put your if you went ahead and mounted it to the wall after you mounted that piece, because it's the part you hang your coat on or your vest on actually gets in the way just a little bit, but it's not no big deal. But it would be a little bit easier to mount that to the wall and then mount your vest hanger on there. But, you know, live and learn. But I don't know why my audio dropped. It said my phone overheated. Probably because I got 2 videos uploading as we speak, and I'm working on filming another video, which will be my 4th for today. And I only have one left, and then I'll be caught up on all my videos. So here I'm sitting here trying to figure out how I messed up and got that on wrong. And like I said, the pictures are not very explanatory. So Pridefend, you could do a little bit better on your instructions. It's actually a really nice made rack. It's the other one I got, it was difficult to put together. This one is so much more simple than the other one I have, which is a good rack. But and it was a prototype. It was new for I forget who sent me that, but it was kind of a prototype. So I let them know what I thought about it and what they needed to fix on it, and sent them pictures of how some of the things didn't line up. I had to drill out, do some drilling on it, and yeah, it could have been done better from the get-go. But this one is real easy. If I could hold on to my Allen wrench when I start putting the other piece on. I kept dropping it. Fumble fingers. So anyway, I hope everybody's had a good 4th of July weekend, and this is kind of boring me voiceover in this, because I know I probably boring y'all to death. I'm good at wasting people's time. I get told that all the time, that I could have done a 2-minute video for the same thing it took me 20 minutes to do. But you know, it's my channel, so if I want to ramble on, I guess that's my prerogative. But a lot of people don't like that. So anyway, I finally figured out my mistake here, and we're going to turn it around. And I'm going to pause you here, and we'll cut this part out now that you know what I'm doing. Okay, now I've figured it out. We're flipping it over, putting it on right. So it actually has little countersinks for the square head. If I'd have looked a little closer, I'd have probably seen that from the beginning. But so put your screws through from the back side, and then it mounts in the same place I had it, just it mounts on the with the little pegs facing forward. And then that plate, those are countersunk, so you can mount that plate up against the wall. So if the instructions had been a little clearer, maybe. But anyway, that's what I'm doing right now. We're tightening that piece down. And I keep dropping my wrench. I don't know why. I cannot hold on to that thing. If you have a bit set and a drill, and you have an Allen head bit for your drill, I would highly suggest using that, because you could like put them in there in like 10 seconds. But I done it like this because, you know, this is what comes with it, and this may be all you have to put it together with. So if it is, then, you know, it's a slower process. It's a little more tedious. That dang wrench is slicker than it's slick. And it don't help that I have oil on my hands too, for where I was cooking earlier, so that didn't help either. But anyway, we got that figured out. So your hooks go forward, or your pegs go forward. So there's what it should look like now. Now you have little countersinks on that too, but they're going to go through from the front, so you'll see them on the front of the rack, and these are really, really tight. So I can't push them through. I probably could took something and drove them through, but you know, I'm using what I got. So I actually had to take the Allen key and run them through the wood far enough to get them started into the rack. And so I'm going to pause you a minute, because I actually stop what I'm doing there and do that. So we'll come back in a minute when I've got them started through. Okay, I've had to run them through with the Allen wrench. So basically you just tighten these 4 down. I'm not going to make you watch all this. I'll just cut that out. but because I keep dropping my wrench and it keeps falling in the floor. I think I drop it 5 or 6 times trying to do this. And so I'm not going to make you watch this. Okay, so I got it tightened down, and now we're going to move on to our little hook that goes through the bottom there. It's just got one nut that goes on it, faces forward, and you can hang a duty belt or something on that, like that on it. It's a hook. You could put whatever you want. It does have a nylock lock nut on it, so and the little wrench that comes with it is crap. So if you got a good wrench, it would be better. But like I said, I'm using what came with it, and I'm just going to tighten that down. And I ain't gonna make you watch all that. So we'll come back, and hopefully the audio will be fixed because I'll let my camera cool down. Okay guys, I just mounted it to a board temporarily and put one screw in it because I don't want to put big screws in my walls until I figure out where I want everything for certain, and then I'll mount it. You know, I still may move things around, so I didn't want to put 4 big holes in my wall without. And you could do it like this too. You could mount it to a, you know, say a piece of a 2x6 or whatever, and then screw that to the wall. But anyway, it's got a place here to hang your tactical vest. Will hang there, and you also have a place for your tactical helmet, which I do not have, but I have my trusty hat there that will sit there. You have a hook under in the back there where you could hang your duty belt. Mine's in the truck, or I would show you, but you know, you could hang your duty belt there, and you can hang a regular belt here or a coat. So it's got quite a bit of storage potential there. Let me back your camera up here a little bit so you can get a better look at it. But that's kind of what it would look like once you figure out where you want it and how you want to mount it. You know, like I said, you could use it just for a coat rack and a hat rack, and as a men's place to hang things. It's got this bar under here. I mean, you could actually, you know, you could hang hangers, you could hang ties. You know, there's a lot of things you could put on that, and it's really sturdy. Of course, like I said, I only have one screw up there, and it's just screwed temporarily, that board, with some little screws. So once I figure out where I'm gonna put it, it'll be more permanent. But anyway guys, that is the Pridefend tactical vest, helmet, wall hanger, storage, I guess you would call it. So anyway guys, sorry about fumbling so much on the video, but I appreciate each and every one of you watching, and until we make another video, we'll see you guys later.